These two different situation here. You have this one person here that is an employee that spent $2,000 buying all this Apple products and cannot deduct it. And as compared to the next person that works as an independent contractor for Amazon that spent $2,000 buying equipment, okay, equipment that is necessary for the business, because as the owner of the business, nobody can tell you how to run your business. You buy you buy all the things that you think is necessary for your business. All right. For that person that is an independent contractor, you get to write off the whole thing. Hello everyone, my name is Kaseem. Welcome to the channel. If you're new to the channel, you are welcome. If you're not new, you're welcome back. I appreciate you for coming back to check out the video, check out what I have to say in today's video. So some of the things that I want to talk about in today's video is that I want to talk about the idea of quitting your job. Okay, this is part of my financial literacy series. I'm assuming if you're watching this video, you know, my videos, I'm assuming you're interested in investing, you're interested in elevating yourself, you're interested in making more money. And I want to tell you that you are not going to make more money from your job. Okay, even if you make more money from your job, it's not going to help you get to where you need to be. For example, if you are working for Amazon, if you're working for Amazon, yeah, you're going to be earning money working for Amazon, working in the factory and all these things, but you're never going to earn enough money for you to be financially independent or get to work towards your financial independence. Okay, because when your income depend on someone telling you when to come in and when to leave, most likely you're not going to get to earn to your full potential. But if we switch that around and say, let's say we switch that around and you decide to deliver for Amazon instead, like you decide to get a cheap car, maybe a $5,000-$6,000 car or less. I won't do anything more than that. $5,000-$6,000 car is in relatively good condition, maybe 100,000 miles, 102,000 miles or whatever. And you decide to switch from being an Amazon employee working in the factory and you switch to delivering packages for Amazon. Those two employment status is completely different. Okay. But before we get into that, let's talk a little bit about America. Okay. The United States is built for entrepreneurs. All right. The tax code in the United States is for entrepreneurs. If you are an employee, you're going to be paying the highest tax possible, period. The United States is built for entrepreneurs. The richest people in the world are people that, you know, decide to go out, implement their ideas and the way they see the world. They decide to go out and implement it. Through that process, they're able to influence people. They're able to hire people. Look at Amazon. Jeff Bezos started it basically saying, I want to be the biggest bookseller in the world. I literally want to be the biggest bookseller in the world. And he's able to go ahead and start the website and started selling books. And from there, he's able to sell, you know, tissue paper. He's able to sell, you know, remote control. He's able to sell, you know, cups. He's able to sell so many things. And now Amazon it's what it is today. Now, if we now say that we take someone like Jeff Bezos, we now say, okay, we want you to just have a job. Or Jeff Bezos just decide to just have a job and that's it for the rest of his life. We probably wouldn't have Amazon today, okay? And I know if you're watching this video, there's a tiny little bit of that entrepreneurship in you. So try to look at things whereby you can work as an independent contractor, even if it's for the company you work for, because tax-wise, it put you in a different situation, a better situation, okay? Let's say when you're working, let's say if you go from being an Amazon warehouse worker and you now start working as an independent delivery person for Amazon. Now, that is treated completely differently. And one example that I'm going to share with you is, like, let's say you are working for Amazon as a delivery driver. Like, let's say you buy a brand new iPhone, the latest iPhone that just dropped. You bought a brand new iPhone, is like $1,500, and you decide to buy the headsets, you decide to buy the wristwatch, you decide to buy all those things. Let's say you drop like $2,000, something as simple as that. If you're working for Amazon as an employee, that $2,000 is completely on you. You cannot deduct it because it's not a business expense, because you yourself as an individual, you are not being treated as a business. As an individual, you are an employee. So if you spend, as an employee, if you spend like $2,000 to buy an equipment, maybe you even need it for work because you work in a factory, you work in a warehouse, and you want to have your headpiece, you want to have your music going so you can actually do your work. You don't want to be bothered with people. But because you're a warehouse worker, you cannot deduct that money. The government cannot subsidize that money for you. But let's say if you're working as an Amazon delivery driver, now you're in a different tax ball game, because now the iPhone becomes a business expense, because you need your iPhone to look at the Amazon app, to look at all your orders, to look at the address. Your iPhone is basically your office on the go. So you need your iPhone as a business for your business, because you're an entrepreneur, you're delivering from Amazon, you're in partnership with Amazon. The other thing is, let's say you bought the headpiece, you bought a headset, it's like $300. You can also deduct that because you're driving. You don't want to be picking up your phone and, putting it in your ears while you're driving. You need a headpiece, wireless headpiece, to do your business. That's a tax deduction. If you buy the watch as well, and you can see your order come through, your next delivery, you can see in your arm while you're driving. So these two different situation here, you have this one person here that is an employee that spent $2,000 buying all this Apple products and cannot deduct it. And as compared to the next person that works as an independent contractor for Amazon that spent $2,000 buying equipment, equipment that is necessary for the business, because as the owner of the business, nobody can tell you how to run your business. You buy all the things that you think is necessary for your business. All right. For that person that is an independent contractor, you get to write off the whole thing. You get to write it off your tax just because it's a necessary equipment that you need for your business. Okay. Employee, independent contractor. Employee, independent contractor. If you work as an independent contractor on this side, you are treated better when it comes to the tax code, just because you are a business. Okay. The other thing is you're creating more economic value. Okay. When you're an employee, you're not really creating much of a value as compared to someone that is an independent contractor, someone that works for themselves, or an independent business owner. Like, for example, let's take someone that is an Amazon delivery driver, for example. If you're an Amazon delivery driver, you would basically be delivering packages for Amazon, but you're in partnership with Amazon. Amazon won't tell you when to come to work. They won't tell you when to go home. As long as you complete the package, you can just go home. Okay. If you don't want to work the next day, you don't have to work the next day because you're not employee of Amazon. So the second thing that I want to talk about is the concept of economic value. Okay. When you're an employee, you might be creating a little bit of an economic value by going to work and contributing to the company as a whole. But to the eyes of the tax system and the government, you're not as valuable as someone that is an independent contractor that is operating their business, that has the potential to be able to expand their business, hire people, pay benefits, do all these things, spend money replacing parts, replacing products. Someone that is an independent contractor that has their own car and is using that car to work for Amazon, delivering packages, that car is his business center. Like, the car is his business. So once in a while, he will need to fix things more than the person that is just an employee. Someone that is an employee, for example, maybe you need to change your oil change, 3-4 times a year, probably not even. maybe 3 times, maybe twice. But someone that is an independent contractor working as a delivery driver for Amazon, you might need to change your oil change like maybe 8 times a year. All right. Maybe every, 3,000 miles, and every 3,000 miles will go like that when it comes to driving your car for work. So you're creating an economic value because you have to take your hard-earned money, take it to the mechanic, pay them for them to do the oil change. Now, if we now break it down further and look at the things that need to happen in order for the oil to get in your car, the final product, think about all the things that need to happen. They need to create the oil company to hire all the people that need to work in order for them to create the oil, the transportation, the car itself that need to transport the oil from the oil company to your mechanic. Someone created the vehicle, someone worked on the vehicle. So by you being an independent contractor, you're more valuable to the government because you're creating more economic value. All right. In the United States, the people that make the most money is the people that create economic value. Okay. The tax system is based on economic value. If you create more economic value, you are going to make a lot of money in the long term. Okay. Economic value is what matters. Finally, let's look at another example. Let's not even talk about Amazon, for example. Let's look at someone that is a hairdresser. Okay. If you're a hairdresser, most likely anyways, you're probably working independently because you have the person that owns the building that is renting out the building, and you're probably renting the chair, and you pay a certain amount for that as well. Think about that as an independent employee, or this product that you need to, buy in order for you to fix your hair, do nails for people and all these things, it becomes a tax write-off, as compared to someone that, let's say, don't have all those things and is not working as independent hairdresser. You're working as employee for the beauty salon. The beauty salon provides everything and you just get paid. So you don't have no write-offs. You don't have anything. And on top of all this, employees get taxed the most. Employees get taxed the most just because, again, you don't have anything to write off. You're not providing enough economic value in order for you to have the ability to write things off. Okay. So that is that. Anyway, so I hope you've learned something from this video. I was thinking about how I can be doing more content for my financial literacy section, and my mind just went off to just talking about the concept of economic value, thinking about doing things that create economic value, because when you're able to create more value for other people that they can use, to help them make more money, more products, you are in turn more appreciated in the economy in the United States anyways, and I'm sure it's like that pretty much all over the world. I'm from Nigeria by background, for example. So if you guys know, Aliko Dangote is one of the richest person in Africa, and like this guy is in everything. He's in sugar, he's in refineries, in pasta, he's in so many things. That kind of person is worth billions of dollars, even though he's in Africa. But he's been able to create so much economic value that he's able to benefit and get wealthy in the process. So yeah, think about creating more economic value, okay? The more economic value you're able to create, the more you're going to earn in the long term. So think about that. So that is it for today's video. Hope you've learned something. This is a bit different. It's a chat session. So hope you learned something. I appreciate you. Until next time, see you later. Love you all. Bye.